Firstly, could you please tell me both your names?
Laurence.
Hilary Corney.
Yeah, perfect. And what was your decisions to make Aliyah? And how long ago did you make Aliyah?
Right, so we made Aliyah just over 5 years ago. And what was the reason for it? The reason was we got to an age where I looked around and I thought to myself, if not now, when? We wanted to spend the rest of our lives in the Holy Land. And here we are, very happy. That's not the question there, but very happy.
Very, very nice. And what was your decisions in choosing Herzliya as your place to stay?
Because over the Hagim, over the last 10 years, we would come to Herzliya, stay in the various hotels, and we love the peace and tranquility and the beach and the shul of Herzliya Couture. So hence we are here.
Very nice. And in Herzliya, what is there to go out and do in the day? Like, what sort of stuff is there to do?
Well, I enjoy, first of all, a lot of my life is wrapped around going to the shul, so I go to shul twice a day. That's part of my routine. I love to go on the beach. We love to go for coffee. We have a share every day, and amazingly the time goes. Yes, in normal times we socialize with people to a certain extent, and more people are coming from London that we go to see, and it's just like the old times in many respects. When we first arrived here, there are very few people from our town, Edgware in London. But in the last 5 years, I wouldn't say we are the trendsetters, but in the last 5 years, maybe about 10 families from Edgware have come, and we socialise with them. Next question.
Okay, perfect. And next question will be, what is the Jewish community like here? You said before you were very involved there. Could you please elaborate on the Jewish community in Herzliya?
It's a very interesting question, and as much as we have noticed and found over the last couple of years, it's really come home to me that the culture of the Israelis is very different to the culture of the English. Even after 5 years, we're friendly with all the Israelis, but socially it doesn't seem to work. I believe even if you're here like 50 years, you're still an English guy, or you're a Spanish guy, or where's it come from?
Italian.
Or Italian. Everyone seems to keep the South Africans, the Americans, the English, so we have a very nice
They keep
clique.
their own groups.
Yeah, we have a very nice clique of English people. In normal times, come Shabbos, Friday night, we have maybe 10 or 12 people to our house, to another house, and it's very social. Equally so for people who are on their own, or a widow or widower. We're very friendly towards people like that, and everyone is missing out now, obviously.
Is there anything that would like promote Herzliya?
Not especially. It's a very residential place, and mainly older people do come here to retire. There's lots of diplomats who are here. If you want some more fun excitement, you go into Tel Aviv. The younger people tend to go to places like Renana. But here there's different things to do, but not that much. Not the sort of place that gives too much excitement.
Okay, and last question.
Oh.
Compared to London, what is like the transport, like the health, like the shopping, and all of that? Like how does it compare? Since like from London moving to here, how does it compare? Is it much harder or easier? Is it...
So one at a time. The health system is excellent, far better than it was in London. As much as if you want to see a doctor instead of waiting a couple of weeks, you can see a doctor virtually the same day. They seem to promote preventative medicine. They will write to us, we should have this check, we should have that check, and everything else, and they follow it through. It's very good that way. If there is a problem, God forbid, they don't deal with it themselves, i.e. the doctor, they would refer you to a specialist, so we know all the time we're getting good care. So that is excellent, number one. Next question, the shopping. There's plenty of shopping areas around here, supermarkets, etc., local shops into Tel Aviv or into the Herzliya town itself. Next question.
And the other one was about transport. What's the
Transport is very good and very easy. 5-minute walk from where we are here. There's a number 90 bus that goes straight into Tel Aviv. The bus is cheap, the bus is efficient, the bus runs regularly, or of course we drive. And it's just nice to walk around. But it's a transportation, and we are near the station. The station now is excellent. Herzliya Couture to Yerushalayim is a new line. You can actually go direct from Yerushalayim to here without getting off the train. So that's a recent situation, which is very good for us as well.
Perfect. So overall, would you recommend Herzliya to
Oh
come?
yes, indeed, fantastic place. But overall, I'd recommend making Aliyah. I think that's the greatest thing. Where you live, it's personal choice. Everyone has different ideas. Yamin, Pollock, Netanya, Tel Aviv. We love Herzliya, but just the whole concept of living and being in Israel is the number one thing. No regrets, and just wish I did it 75 years ago.